Get ready to talk about fins. Today's show is sponsored by Mr. Fence Academy. If you're looking to hit the next level in your fence.
Well, screw it. I tried to add it down there to like the audio so that way you wouldn't have to stare at me just doing nothing. But what's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing on this wonderful Tuesday? I hope everybody's had a wonderful week and kicked some ass, put some fence in the ground, and like got some checks. My week's been pretty good. Did some extra work on Saturday. Also worked on Monday as well because the Vegas trip, going out of town. Got 2 jobs buttoned up that we needed to get off the books done. So that was awesome. Let's see. We got some people in the house. We got my wife. Hey, babe, love you. She says, hey, Bestie. Oh, she's talking to Susan. Yep. Hey, Susan, what's going on? Yeah. I can't wait to actually meet you in person. Oh, but yeah, guys, had a good week. Today we went and did a small job today and knocked that out. Single gate, double gate, 17 sections overall. Yeah, we're gonna get into some wins and losses for the week, and I'm pretty pumped about my win. My loss, I didn't have that bad of a week, so it's not really that bad. My big win is quitting smoking cigarettes. It's a milestone that I'm tracking, and I'm tracking it down to the days because I've just recently quit. So I'm almost coming up on week 2. So there's that. That's my win for the week. My loss for the week is I was super excited about my new boots coming in yesterday, and they were too big. Like I was walking and they were falling off the back of my heels. I was like, man, I gotta send these back. That is disappointing. I couldn't just even put into words how disappointed I was because I was looking forward to like finally getting some new boots. It's been a year. But we got Mr. Stephen Spence on from MF Fence. We got a couple of great announcements that we're gonna do later on in the show. Yeah, guys, stay tuned for the announcements. Obviously, I want you to watch the whole show, but if you can't, I get it because life happens. But stay tuned for the announcements. We're gonna do that at about 8:15 tonight, and lots of good things. And I got a giveaway too. I'm very excited about that. Like to announce. So just stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. But without further ado, we're gonna get Mr. Steven on, and we're gonna go right from there.
What's up?
What is going on, my man? How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, dude. Good, man. Had a good week. The heat kind of let off on Saturday, but Monday was hot as hell.
It was exact same thing here. We were 90s all last week, or mid 90s, and then Saturday it got into 70s, and it was got up to 80s today, but it wasn't bad at all.
I mean, we were still in the 90s on Saturday, but it wasn't like brutally hot. Like it was bearable. Like I didn't have to change shirts, but just once. And normally, like I'll put them on the like truck and I'll let them dry out, and I'll like change 2 or 3 times. But Saturday was good. Monday was hotter than God, dude. It was hot freaking yesterday, and it was hot today though.
It was nice here up here, and then like I was just outside for a second. It was like, man, it's cold. We're up in the 50s this week.
It's not that time yet for us. But you know, we'll get there here and there. But hey man, you gonna like ride the same train. Give me a win and a loss from your past week.
So I don't like losses. I try to be positive. So I don't like and also I think I've done this so long, I'm kind of numb to losses.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in my year 20. So as far as losses, it's like, I mean, somebody's got to die really to be a loss because I'm just used to them maybe. But as far as wins, I don't like to say this is a win, but it's I had to fire another person. So it's getting it used to be so hard for me to fire somebody. So I would get sick to my stomach for a month. It would take me 2 months, and then I would finally just get over the fact that I was going to fire him and just keep him on and just ruin my business because I just felt so bad. But I think the win for me would be it's getting easier to fire
Right.
somebody. That's just not
Good.
right for the company and is not right for the culture. And
Right.
so, and I hate saying that. It's not. I kind of sound like a dick.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's business,
It is, and it
That's
affects me, it affects everybody, it affects all the other guys, it affects everybody. So,
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, so
Even Susan says, she says, if you got to live in your wins, even when they're hard, you're running a business, slow to hire, quick to fire.
yeah, I've learned that.
So,
So I'm back out in the field this week, which has been nice. I haven't been out in the field much, and but I'm back in the field this week to show speed because every single day for the past month, 6 weeks, guys get back at 5:30, 6 o'clock every day. I'm like, you guys did 100 foot yesterday, got back at 6 o'clock. You did 300 feet today, got back at 6 o'clock. How is this working? I'm not quite understanding this. But so I had to get back out in the field and show them, like, hey, this is going to take this much time. I was off by 2 minutes today. I wasn't right on the money of how long the job should take. But
yeah, man. And I think everybody faces that as well. I mean, like, what do you think? Like we were out at a small job today, and I'm not supposed to actually like be out there, like, personally building the fence. And I was just like, at a certain point, I was like, give me the nail gun, please. I was like, give me the nail gun. I was like, give me the nail gun and like, let me show you guys. And so I railed and I picketed one side for them. And after I was done, I went over to the other side and I was like, man, you guys ain't done yet. And I was like, I was feeling like I was a hard ass, but I was like, come on, y'all. Like, we had way too many people out there. And there was a lot of slop because that's
a small job and it takes the same amount of time with the same, like with more people. It's like, that's frustrating.
But there was a couple new people, like, if I'm being fair.
Okay.
So, we were also, getting them in the groove of things. I mean, one's 2 days old and then one's not really new, but there's a language barrier and he's a little bit older. And so we'll just call him new.
I don't mind. I've learned, like, I haven't had a lot of Hispanics until recently. And it's almost, I don't mind the language barrier because
I'm actually loving learning to speak Spanish. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I have to have them tell me like 5 or 6 times, but I'm actually loving to learn it.
Right. Well, all my guys speak English, but they don't speak well. Well, I'm sorry. 2 of them don't speak well English. And
Right.
but they can just, all you got to do is just here, do this. And they do it. And it's like, it's easy. So
well, we have 1 that speaks fluent both and 3 that do not speak English. They know hammer, saw, post hole diggers. They know all the fence tools, but that's about it.
That's all I want.
Yeah. So we got 1 who is a translator, and but man, those guys are really freaking awesome, man. I freaking love them. Like, they freaking crack me up, and they're great human beings, and like, oh dude, they're hard ass workers too. God, I love them. I freaking love them. But all right, man. Well, hey, I guess let's just dive right into it, man. Just give us a brief overview of MF Fence. And I always just love saying MF Fence because it just makes you want to say motherfucking fence.
Well, I'm glad you said that because I do have that website, motherfuckingfence.com, or mofo.com. I got a couple of funny ones on there. I was wanting to get a shirt for next week, but I don't think my wife's going to let me. So, yeah. And then, but it's maintenance free fence. I've been doing fences since I was basically 19 years old. I started out with a union fence company And I mean, I was 19 years old, doing fences. And I got hurt. I hurt my knee at a company softball tournament, like a league, and I was off work for a week or a month. I'm sorry, and I started subbing out fence work. I made more money doing that than I did working there. So I was like, you know what, I'm quitting, and I quit when I was just turned 21, and been doing ever since.
Heck
Well,
yeah.
can't say ever since. There was a time there in 2018. I went and worked for a home builder. I was a superintendent there for almost a year, and then I got something called GBS, where I went paralyzed for just a little bit, and then
Yeah.
it kind of made me and my wife rethink things. And then I was like, you know what, we have one life to live. Let's move to Florida. We moved to Florida. I worked for Fence Outlet. Are you familiar with them?
I've heard of them, but aren't they on the east coast of Florida?
Yeah, they're more central. They're like I don't know if they ever went up to Jacksonville, but Orlando, Tampa, Fort Myers, Port Richey, Daytona. There's like 7 locations. They were a big fence supplier, but I heard they shut that down. I went and worked there and did sales there, and that taught me a lot about sales. So it taught me how
Nice.
to not sell on price, and that's where a lot of people mess
Right.
up.
Right.
Um,
Right.
and
Absolutely. Sell on quality.
Yep. So when I first started working there, they said, during my training and everything, and here I am thinking, well, I don't need any training. I've been doing this for how long? I could train you guys, but I learned everything. So everything I've been through, I've learned. And they said we walked out, and they were on a popular road there in Orlando, and they said, you see that Kia dealership down there? You have your Kia dealers. And you see that Mercedes dealership down there, you have your Mercedes. Okay. People are going to buy that Mercedes because of who Mercedes is. It might not be a better car. It might be the same car, because it has that Mercedes name. They're going to buy that. So that's how they taught me to sell value and not sell fence,
Right.
and not
Right.
price, but to sell yourself, sell your company, sell your product, sell all that. And that's helped me now. So I'm very thankful for the experience.
That's awesome, man.
Yep.
That's
And then
awesome, dude. I didn't know that you worked for Fence Outlet.
yep. It was about 11 months down there.
Okay. All right.
And then I moved back to Indiana, and I actually started subbing for Lowe's. I had a good friend that he subbed for Lowe's, does really well. He's one of the biggest in Indianapolis, but he still subs for Lowe's. And but I stopped now. But when
I
we
got
moved
you.
back, me, my wife, and another guy, we did all the installs for them. It was just us 3, and my wife kicks ass. She can outbuild most men when it comes to building fences, actually. And
That's
she's not here.
awesome.
Yeah, she's not listening to me either.
No.
So we did that, and then she was like, hey, you know what? We need to get out of the fence bit, or out of Lowe's, kind of, because Lowe's was like kind of sucking.
Yeah.
And it was like, man, it's not what it used to be. It used to be, it was like we had a normal job, but we made business owner money. Like, we were making great money.
Mm-hmm.
No overhead. We had paid off trucks, paid off tools, everything. It was great. And but it was like, hey, we need to really step up our game and like go out on our own. And that's actually when we started with the academy. Mr. Fence Academy. Yep.
Nice.
And we've been doing that, and that's what really kind of made us let go of Lowe's, and that was our choice, not theirs.
Right. Well, I'm sure it's been a good choice.
Oh yeah. Yep. Great.
Absolutely. Heck yeah. All right, man. Well, so tonight's topic is maintaining forward progress during periods of growth. And you've been around for 20 years, like you said. Let's dive into that.
Well, I want to say I did it wrong for like 19. So Like everybody, like other people out there watching, like thinking they're doing it wrong. It's possible. Like I did not do this right for a long time. So
Heck
I'm
yeah.
just,
Well, I mean, that's what it takes. I mean, like instead of getting like stuck on your failures, you just use your failures as a stepping stone to get to the
yeah,
goals. So, I mean, at the end of the day, everybody fails, right? So, we just got to learn how to make those failures turn into a win. And so, that's the goal. And I always like to tell my guys it's the 6 P's: proper planning prevents piss poor performance. So you know, during your scaling time, budgeting and saving for growth is a big thing, right?
right.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, like, we're going to be putting like a new service truck on the road. We're going to be filling it with team members, tools, hiring and training installation team members, sales and office staff, all of that stuff. So, let's talk about a little bit about planning for growth whenever we see it coming.
It,
Hello.
oh yeah. Okay. You pause there for a second.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I
I
know.
think, yeah, no, I think like the thing I should have done from the very beginning, because like I said, I did it wrong for a long time. Um, as far as planning for growth, if you think you're going to grow, you have to have an assistant. Like there's just no way to do this. If you think you can go out there and build a fence and do all the sales, answer all the calls, and do everything, manage all the crews, you cannot grow if you're going to do all that. You have to have an assistant. You have to have
Right.
somebody answering your calls, scheduling everything for you. And I feel like I have just somebody that's great for me. So I mean that's as far as if you're planning to grow, that's the number one thing I feel like you need to have.
Right. Right.
Right
And
ahead.
then like, how far in advance are you talking about like starting to save up for, making all these purchases, or like you just budgeting for them in the year so that way you can do it at the end of the year, or like what's your thought process on that?
So we are just now to the point where we feel like we're kind of good as far as like growing. Like we don't really need that many more because before, up until I mean, just recently, really, like we are still putting everything we had into the business, buying trailers, buying like we bought the pool, bought the compressor, but just buying tools, buying everything we thought we need um, to make it. And we are
Right.
like, I feel like we don't really need to buy anything else. We don't really need to. We don't need another truck. We don't need another trailer. And it's finally like we're good. Like that, so that part feels nice. But we still have to take that next step of going to the next step, and that's just a matter of I feel like time. Um,
Right.
and when I say time, I said I've been doing this for 20 years. This new business has been in and doing it right for the past three, I believe, four. But then, like I said, we got in the Mr. Fitz Academy in January of last year, 23. So ever since
How's
then,
that
like that's when I want to say this business started to really take off.
how has that actually changed your business? Talk about that real quick since you
Yeah.
just mentioned it.
So I didn't know how to charge before. Like I
Right.
just I thought double materials was like the way you do it, and I
Right.
was I was
Right.
stupid. That was dumb. Like that's not how you do it. That's not how you grow a business. That's not how you sustain a business. I mean,
Right.
you have to figure in your overhead and all that stuff too. So I would see all these quotes or people talking, oh, you got to know your numbers. You know your numbers. I didn't know my numbers at the time, and now my numbers are like I know my numbers. So that was a big key and big that helped a lot, I guess, in knowing
Right.
that, and just not so much the techniques and everything. Which I mean, I'm I'm not like I don't want I don't know how to say this. Like I'm not like everybody else where I need taught to do anything. Like I just know how to do it.
Right.
Like so, like I just got to see something for 1 second. I'm like, cool, I got it.
Yeah.
So I didn't really learn a whole lot as far as the techniques. Obviously, driving, whatever. But I needed the business part is what I needed to know to grow. I never went to college, or anything like that. My dad ran a construction business, but he started construction business when he was 16 and got in a wreck when I was 2. So like he would kind of teach me his stuff, but he couldn't do a business anymore with his head injury. So he would just kind of tell me what he thought, but that was wrong. So
Yeah, man, and people join the academy for different reasons, whether it be like business coaching or installation coaching. I mean, it's a lot for the same reasons, and it's all what you take advantage of, right?
right, yep.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
the business is what I needed, my wife needed, and then actually that taught me the biggest key in hiring an assistant. And I think Sam Natello says you can't afford one until you have one,
Right,
and and,
right.
and they're invaluable, and that is the truth.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Someone there all the time to answer everything and send emails and you know put out fires over the phone. That's awesome, man. But what are some of the struggles that the fence company itself faced during your periods of growth? As in, like, you know, taking yourself out of the driver's seat and actually letting the reins go.
Um, so say that one more time. I'm not gonna lie. Kaylee just flashed me her tits. So it got me all, like she, so it got me all distracted.
Oh, well, that's a first.
Yeah.
Hold on, hold on. There we go.
So
Good Lord.
Kaylee, can't do that. I got
Oh man. All right. So
distracted. I'm sorry.
you good. All right. So what were some of the struggles that the fence company faced during your periods of growth?
Oh, employees,
Yeah.
like employees, and then me not not taking the time to train. And I still struggle with that. But like I just having employees and holding them accountable, because there's always, oh, I'll do it, and I still do this. I'm like,
Right.
oh, I'll do it. Oh, I'll do it. And I need to stop that still. But I have some. I mean, it used to be, they get here and they'd leave, and I'd clean off the truck for them. Like I shouldn't be doing. I'm not. I shouldn't be the one out there cleaning off the truck,
Right.
or loading the truck. So it was just mainly I just had an employee problem, and also I didn't know, like Sam Natello. He taught me about websites and everything. Like I didn't know that was I never had a website. Um, so that was like I had a lot of struggles, not knowing my numbers. I mean, I knew how to build fence, I knew how to sell fence, but I didn't know the business part of the
Right.
business. Like,
Right.
there's people that don't know how to build a fence, but run a successful fence business, and I'm so jealous of them. And I'm like, man, like you don't know how to build a fence, but you have this. That is like I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
knowing how to run the business.
Yeah. Yeah. But I guess that comes from, I hate to even say this, but white collar and blue collar backgrounds.
Yep.
I mean, coming into this industry as a white collar is you already have 2 steps ahead of everybody, maybe even 3.
Right.
And
I agree.
because most of our fence companies around the world or I don't even know about the around the world, but are started from blue collar workers just realizing that, hey man, I can make some money from this. And that's where it goes. But yeah, man, I fully understand that. And great stuff, dude. Great stuff. What are some of the personal struggles that you faced, i.e., balancing work life, home life, all of that during your periods of growth?
You know, I kind of went over this with Kaylee, and she is so she is awesome. My wife is awesome. So she knows the struggles of the business. Well, maybe it's also she's awesome because she knows the struggles of the business. She knows what it takes and knows like what I deal with. And I think maybe having a supportive wife like um, helps with those. She coming on the cruise. I just saw that on the bottom of it. So, but like just having somebody there, your best friend there next to you, knowing the struggles that you go through and knowing where she can
Absolutely.
be like a strong point for you. Um, knowing that, hey, no, he can't do this right now because he's got to do this because that's what turns the lights on. Um,
Mhm.
but it's been I've always done well with it as far as the balance between the work and life. And then also my kids have grown. Like, it's not like it's something I just got into and my kids are just, you know, my kids have only known this. I have a 19-year-old. She's only known fence. Every one of my kids have only known fence. So they
Right.
know everything. I mean, they go to Estimates and they sit in the car for an hour sometimes. It just happened like 2 weeks ago on a Saturday morning. I mean, they're sitting in a car for an hour and they didn't once complain. So,
Right. Right. Well, I mean, if it puts food on the table, then
yep.
shouldn't complain, right?
Yeah, and they completely understand that. So that's a
Uh,
cool thing. Um, I wish they would be I wish my older kids would be more like want the business. Um, but my 7-year-old, I still have hope, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of struggle with that choice whenever I like give up ownership as well. But after talking to Sean and to a couple of different people, I was just like, I don't have to put that weight on his shoulders and all that stuff. Like, if he wants to do it, he can do it. But like, I don't I don't see him being a fence builder. I mean, he knows how to build a fence. He's 14 and he can tell you what's an ugly fence and what's a good fence. But I mean, I don't think that that's what he wants to do. So I'm not all about pushing them to
Well,
do,
I don't want
something.
my kids I don't want my kids to build fence, but I wish I do want them to want to own a fence business because I don't want
Yeah.
them I don't want them to go work for somebody else. I want them to go own a business. That's all I always tell them that. Um, but yeah, it's just we'll see. I mean, it's just a kid thing. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
Absolutely.
They get broke, they probably want to come do the fences.
Pays good money. Pays good
Yep.
money. We all know that. We all know that. All right, man. Well, we're gonna run a commercial, take a minute and 30-second break, and we'll be right back. All right.
All right, cool.
National Metal Industries, a family-owned business for 70-plus years, has grown to be recognized for their ability to deliver on not just privacy slats for fence, but all types of fence products. National Metal Industries has all the hardware and tools to get the fence professional in and out of their job with the most ease possible. You can count on National Metal Industries for the most convenient resources in fence products. Visit nmifence.com for more information. As we like to say, you can always pick it right at National. Welcome to the Fence and Deck Agency, where we build fencing websites that homeowners and contractors love. We specialize in winning the trust of homeowners, and we do this by positioning you as the fencing experts in your service areas. We follow our proven framework, which we've branded as the ultimate fence and deck website blueprint, where we get homeowners to like, know, and trust you. Teaming up with the Fence and Deck Agency will help you dominate your local market, and we'll build a website you'll be proud of. The link to get started is in the podcast description.
Oh, I was muted. All right, guys, what is going on? We're back. We'll talk about those links here in a little bit. But I saw one of your kids come through. Who was that?
That was Finley. She just want to say hi.
Nice. All right, we got JC Gurry in the house.
Which I got to get with you guys. I need signs, and I've been like, you know what? They're going to have a sale in Vegas, so
Do it.
Yeah, are they? I hope.
I don't know, but if they are,
not, I'm going with them anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Do it. Hey, bring me a fence sign. I don't care what kind it is right now, but just bring me a fence sign because I need to put it on my desk. All right. Sweet.
If I have any, like I literally might be
out. Oh dang. All right, screw it. Well, I'll bring you a high steel sign.
All right.
Sweet. All right, man. Well, we got about she says every day is a show special.
Okay.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. All right. Well, we got one more question, and we're gonna get to some upcoming events. Can't wait for that, guys. Awesome announcements coming up. Good Lord, I'm tripping over my words over here. Like it's my first time. All right. So during your stages of growth, if you could pick one thing that you did differently, what would it be?
Assistant.
Yeah, man, you're really honing in on that assistant spot then, huh?
Well, and I don't know if I just had the best one ever or not, but yeah, that's definitely the best thing I've ever done. Is hire her.
That's really great. So what is her actual roles then as your assistant? Because you've mentioned her quite a lot.
Yeah. Well, so at first it was hard. Like at first it was kind of hard for me to like let go of that control. And just just ask somebody to do something that I've always done for 18 years. But now it's like, so she will talk to the customers. Everybody calls her. They talk to her. Oh, Lacey's so great. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, she does the permitting. She does the follow-ups. She helped set up our John Nimbus, which we have John Nimbus. So she helped set that up. Like literally anything I ask of her, she is great. But it's the thing about her that's probably different than every other company. I don't see her. Like she works remotely, 100% remotely.
Nice.
Yeah, she doesn't like leaving the house.
Nice.
So, yep. So, which I mean, some people think, oh no, you got to be interactive or whatever. No, we don't have to at all. So. But it works because of the systems we have in place because of John Nimbus. Okay. I'm supposed to say it works because of the systems we have in place because of John Nimbus.
You should have just had Kaylee on as well then.
Oh, you probably got viewers if she was on here.
I mean, we have 11 people watching, so it's not bad. So JC Gurry says they have collector signs available at the show. I would like a couple, please. 2 or 3. I'll buy them if I have to. Absolutely. Alan Edwards, pretty new follower. Thought I knew everything, but I don't until I started my business. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap this up and we can start bullshitting because that's the fun part, right?
Right.
Where do you see MF Fence at the end of 2025?
So we got 24. I'll be honest. So my goal is I would love to sell this company in like a few. I think it's going to take longer in 2025, maybe. But Kaylee's she's starting to do this. It's called scar camouflaging. She'd probably get pissed that I say it. But she's starting her own little venture, and I want to scale. Like I want to sell my business and buy apartments complexes and buy other stuff and start other businesses and stuff, and I want to grow businesses and sell them. That's what I want to do.
That's an awesome goal, man.
Yeah. So, and it's not like I would probably still do fences, but want to do them all the time. I just don't want to own a fence business, I guess. Wait, that sounds bad because I love fences. Because like that's all I've done in my adult life is fences.
Yeah.
But I just want to golf and fish and not really do much.
I like fishing. I'll go fishing with you.
Well, I just started golfing again. So I was golfing for I used to golf a lot, and then I stopped, and then I stopped because I was always injured, and then I feel healthy again, and then I keep telling Kaylee, I was like, man, it's like, I can go on tour and make millions if you just let me practice enough. And she is not going for that. And I don't know why. It's confusing.
Oh, that's funny, man. That's
I said
funny.
her this thing.
That good?
Huh? You're
really that good?
No. But I got to practice to get that good. And that's what she doesn't understand. She goes, like, we just had this conversation like a couple hours ago. She's like, you're 40. Like, golf is an old person sport. And she's like, yeah. And I sent her a thing earlier that Scotty Scheffler won like $60 million this year. Like, that's good money. It's not even just got September. He's already won 60 million.
Yeah.
The year's not over. So like, you don't want that life?
Even on the low side, we could make like 300 grand.
Right. I mean, that's good.
Heck yeah, it is, man. Just to travel around and play golf.
Right. Exactly. That's why I'm trying to talk her into it.
There we go. Even Craig Eubanks says practice makes perfect.
See, I wish you could hear this. Craig said practice makes perfect. So, and I keep telling her, like, I need to do this for 3 to 8 hours a day.
Oh man, 8 hours a day, bro.
Like, I'm pretty good at. I'm good at building fence because I practice all 3 to 8 hours a day.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong there. You're not wrong on that part whatsoever. I mean, I can't go against that. I can't. God, got myself in a rock and a hard place right now.
Right.
Oh, all right. Evan Gardner's in the house. He says, "Yo, what's up, man?" You got Christian Alvarez. The free merch from the tour would be dope. Yeah, man, it would be. Absolutely. You get hats and probably golf clubs and all sorts of shit.
I don't even care. I just want to play.
Yeah, true that. All right, guys. Well, we got to give a couple shout outs. First and foremost, Mr. Fence Academy. Guys, if you want to change the fence business and you want to actually do something about it and start making some real money, and even Stephen can attest to this and get yourself out of the driver's seat, go to www.mrfenceacademy.com. We also have National Metal Industries. Guys, if you're looking for any sort of fence to buy, go hit up nmifence.com. Like nationwide shipping. They also have like fence tools as well, such as tape measures, fence pliers, rakes, and all that stuff, man. That's great. A great company. And then last but not least, we got Pro Web Fencing. Guys, if you're looking for a new website, if you're a startup company, go hit up prowebfencing.com. Like Mr. Zishan has a couple new deals for his future clientele. He's got a 3-tier system, so it's not just one price now. Like you got 3 tiers to choose from: bronze, silver, and gold. And go look them up. If you're needing a website, go look them up. If you do buy a website from them, you automatically get 2 months free of SEO service, and we all know how valuable that is. 2 months free is awesome. But how does your SEO service work out for you?
Oh, it's good. So
yeah.
well, I don't know if I'm allowed to say who I use since you just gave a shout out.
No. I mean, not every fence company can use the same SEO company, right?
It's true. All right. Yeah, I use Camelot. Yeah, I use Camelot. Jim and Kimberly Hurst. So they do great. I've had people like do reports on them and stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, you guys you're in the top of
Yeah.
the keywords and everything like that. So it really, like, I like ours. I like ours. Like
Nice.
Mhm.
Nice. And and that comes along with SEO companies, guys. If you get turned down by one, don't feel bad. It's just they're already doing one in your area. It's just kind of their
Right.
thing, and you can't do two in your area. So,
Yeah.
I
No,
mean, that's
you don't
why.
want that.
Yeah, no. You don't want that either. So, that's why I fully allowed him to say, like his service that he's using, because we have a bigger reach than just my area. So, like if someone else is using this company in your area, guys, I'm completely sorry, but go try somebody else. But use an SEO service, man. At the end of the day, that's what I'm trying to get across. But bro, we got some huge upcoming events, man. And the second one, I'm kind of disappointed that we can't fully announce. We got to kind of hint at. But the first one, guys, if you don't know, the Fence and Security Show is coming up. It is September
Next
9th
week.
through September 13th. Next week, it is in Las Vegas, Nevada, South Point Casino and Hotel. And if you're not there, then what are you doing? Like, you're going, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. Did you go last year?
No, man, this is going to be
Okay.
my first ever freaking trade show. And
Oh,
I am so freaking excited, dude. I am
yeah.
so excited.
I loved it. Like last year was great. This year is going to be great. Like I can't wait for it. Like it's the cool thing is just seeing all your like everybody you interact with on social media and like putting like and just introducing yourself and saying hi. Like
Yeah, right.
I went to last year, and then I went to the one in Nashville this past year, and then the Fence Academy. Just knowing those people, seeing them at trainings, and then talking and interacting with everybody, throughout the on Facebook and all that, and then
Yeah, man, that's
hanging
great.
out. Yeah, and just
I remember
everybody
the first time I met
there
you.
loves it. I'm sorry.
I remember the first time I met you, man, and like after following you, I was like, "Oh shit, I'm actually finally meeting them." Like
Right.
it's cool to put a face to the name to the people that you're talking to. So like Mr. Robert Evers, I can't wait to meet him. I can't wait to meet Robert Evers. I've already met Craig. I can't wait to see him again though. But
Yeah, Craig's in my market, kind of.
yeah,
He's like 40 minutes from me.
absolutely. But so guys, you're gonna be like a part of like one of these instructors. But guys, we have some big news coming up, and we're not going to announce it. We're not going to announce the name or the dates or anything. But guys, we got 22 instructors, 10 cities, and a whole lot of fence being put in the ground coming up soon. And you, sir, are one of the instructors. I know you're like super pumped about it, right?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah. It's gonna be a great time. Y'all stay tuned for that. And then also, last but not least, finally, guys, the grand finale. Guys, the gatekeepers are giving away 2 free tickets to Overdrive in Vegas. I'm going to be doing a random drawing. I'm going to make a post as soon as I click off of live, and I'm going to share it to all the fence pages as well. If you would like to go to Overdrive and you're already going to the fence show, comment, go and like my page, comment, and then I will take all of those names. I'm going to put them in a hat or like have some random drawing, and then 2 free tickets. Okay. To Overdrive, sponsored by the Gatekeepers podcast. Look for the post directly after the show.
Yeah, if you're a business like that wonders how other businesses do it, that's like you need a coach. Like, well, I was talking about assistant, but a coach is a big thing too.
Right.
Having a coach, having somebody that knows more than you is important. Like that. Now I almost feel bad for not giving the academy enough credit and giving like my assistant credit. Because like that was really that I'd only have an assistant because of the academy.
Right.
So,
Right.
and having like it was an overdrive. We went to the it was in Gatlinburg where we went. It wasn't the overdrive. The overdrive is I don't know how they can get that much information in that little like you need Adderall or you need something to take
So I've heard
to get
it's like
all that
drinking from a
information.
fire hose.
Yes, it's probably more than that. If there's something
Yeah.
more powerful than that, yes. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, take notes, like because everybody says, you're not gonna learn or you're not gonna implement everything that you learn there. But if you just do a couple nuggets, just learn a few things, and then in a couple months, implement those next few things. Then
Mm-hmm.
that's really where like just knowing how to run a business is just important.
And look at James Blaisdell, man.
Yep.
Dude is freaking killing it. Dude passed an audit and owed what? Like, I think it was like $56
Yeah, something like that. Yep.
out of 2 years. And that's with following the Mr. Fence Academy way. Like,
Yep.
he didn't just
like I have.
Bro, that is an amazing feat, man. Whenever I watch that video, bro, I almost got like chills. I was like, holy shit, that's cool as hell.
Yep.
But yeah, guys, make sure you are showing up to the fence show. We also have my 2-part clinic on Monday, and that's going to be outside at the demo days area.
Wait. Hold on. So Monday there's a demo days?
No. So
Okay.
Monday I'm running a 2-part clinic, and that is going to be outside at the demo days place. But like we're not actually like doing demo days, and I'm going to be doing wood and vinyl, a 2-part 4-hour clinic, and lunch bathroom break in between, and 8 to 5.
Shade?
Huh?
Shade?
I'm sure we're gonna have shade, man. I am sure we're gonna have shade out there, but I'll have my tool trailer. I have 2 pop-up tents, so there's that.
Are you driving?
No, God no, man. I'm flying. So what I'm doing is I'm leaving Friday morning early, and I'm driving my trailer up to Sean, and then I'm flying from Indiana to Vegas, and then flying back to Indiana, and then driving the trailer back. So
Are you flying out of Evansville or
I'm flying out of Louisville.
Oh, Louisville. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm flying out of Louisville, and Dale and his crew are going to be taking my trailer from like Indiana to Vegas. And so we'll work out of my trailer for Monday and Tuesday at demo days.
Nice.
So I have the Bull, I have the Patriot, I have a US Hammer, and all that. I got all the fun Mr.
What's up with that
tools.
Patriot?
Huh?
What's up with the Patriot?
Oh, dude, it's badass, bro. It's badass, man. Dude, I literally drove through an old 4x4 with it.
All right. So is it the same maker as the Bull or different?
Yeah. Same maker as the Bull. It hooks right up to your Bull compressor, and it is a badass driver, dude. Badass driver. Yeah.
See, I had I've learned, like, I had the US Hammer, okay, for and I'm sorry, Brian, but I'm not that sorry. Best customer service ever. But when I would drive either a Postmaster or like a Schedule 40 for a King Plus or a vinyl no dig, I would have issues. But when I drive just residential, either I-beams or a residential chain link, no issues. It's the greatest thing. I won't even mess with the Bull getting it out because the Bull's heavy, the compressor and everything. So I will. The Hammer is great, and I haven't had any issues since I just started using that residential only.
Yep.
And then I use the Bull. I use the Bull for the King Plus or the no dig vinyl, and it's great. Yeah.
I like the US Hammer for the I-beams. The I-beams work great for the US Hammer because the Bull's a little aggressive for the I-beams. But I mean, all of your gas pounders break at the end of the day.
I mean, they take a pounding for.
And they do. And I've broken a Titan, a US Hammer. I fixed a couple Rhinos. I have yet to use a Ready driver, so I can't speak on that. But they all take maintenance at the end of the day, and they really do. And they're not meant to be used, 5 days a week, 10 hours a day.
Yeah, except the bull.
Oh, dude, the bull don't stop, bro. The bull don't stop, man. That one is made to be used every single day for 10 hours a day. And I know people want to talk about, it's $10,000. Yeah, man, it's not $10,000. It's closer to 9. Well, I mean, if you buy the 30-gallon tank, which is
I didn't do that. I got.
It's worth it. I'm gonna say that it's worth it to buy the 30-gallon tank.
If you're down one day, that's $1,500 to most of us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just down. I mean, down one day. So
yeah,
it's
and
worth
the bull doesn't go down. The bull doesn't go down. All you got to do is just give it a couple shots of WD-40 at the start, in the middle of the day, and right before your last post, and you put it up and you take it back out the next day, and it works perfectly every single time.
I was actually the first guy that talked to the guy that makes that, the bull, and I introduced him and Sean.
Really?
Yep. We were swimming in the hot tub at the it wasn't really a hot tub, it was more of a warm pool at South Point last year.
Shit.
Yep. And we were talking, he's like, what do you do? And I was like, I do this, blah, blah, blah. He's like, well, I'm here. And he's like he's almost wanting to retire. And he's like, I have this, I've been building this for so long, blah, blah, blah. And he was explaining it to me. And then I was like, you know what? You need to meet Sean. So then the next day I introduced him.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome, bro. I freaking love it, man, because, dude, the bull is awesome. And so is the Patriot, man. If you haven't had one or like played with one, come to my training. We'll use the Patriot.
Well, see, I get in Tuesday morning.
Oh, well, then I'll be done with that. But it'll be at demo days as well.
Right. I get in like 8 Vegas time.
8 Vegas time. I don't even know what it is. It's like 3 hours behind us or 2 hours
it's two for you, 3 for me.
Yeah, true that. Well, with that said, man, we're coming right up on time. And I very much enjoyed this episode talking with you, Stephen, as always. Can't wait to see you again in Vegas.
Yep.
We're going to have a great time. And I promise you will not see me with a cigarette. I promise you that one. All right.
I'll call you out. So everybody else, call him out if you see him with a cigarette.
Yeah. But all right, buddy. Well, I'll see you in a week. All right.
All right. We'll see you.
All right, man. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.
All right, guys. I loved it. Loved the show. And like I said, guys, I am making a post after I get off. 2 free tickets to Overdrive. Like the page, please. Comment. Do all of that so that way I can get a hold of you. All right. Send me a direct message like as well. And let me know that you're done, and phone number and email would be great. So that way, if you win, I can get a hold of you, right? Not just on Facebook. So, guys, again, 2 free tickets to Overdrive. I'm making the post as soon as I get off here in about a minute and a half. Like the Gatekeepers Podcast page, please, and comment when you're done below. And all of those names go into a hat, and they will be drawn. I'm gonna draw them on Thursday. Right before I leave, all right? Right before I leave. Thursday night, let's say, same time, 7:30. We'll do a live drawing, all right? I'll see y'all 7:30, and I'll see everybody else in Vegas. Y'all have a wonderful week. Kick ass. Collect some checks. Peace out, y'all.